You guys the game on how to get from skinny to jacked. And when I put this picture, like this transformation, I think when I look like this, I had someone comment and tell me that if I look the same way I look on my Instagram, and I was like, wow. So just proof that I actually know what I'm doing. Like you can see the chest, like I just need to show proof that I'm not doing no like editing or Photoshop bullshit. So with that said, I'm gonna be giving you guys the game on how to move from skinny to jacked. Let's not waste any more time. Alright, so this is actually where most guys start. And while I was skinny, I can relate to a lot of guys because while I was skinny, I was insecure, I was frustrated. I would see how clothes fit on mannequins, and I would just be like, how the heck did this stuff look so good on the mannequin that actually is wearing it? By the time I put it on, and I'm like, where's this disparity? Every single time I'm always eating a lot. Like I remember the first time I was actually bulking, and I would just be eating so much food, and they would just pretty much ask me like, where's the food going, bro? Like, where's your food? Like, and I'm just like, even I couldn't even explain this feeling. And I think it's just the feeling of being insecure, the feeling of wearing a clothes and you just don't feel like that guy. I was doing a few things wrong, but really when I look back at this guy, obviously he doesn't even look happy in this picture. Just look at me, bro. I can't even lie to you. Like, I don't even look happy. And this is the same way I actually felt about my body, about my confidence. Like, I can't even lie. There was just no way I was ever happy with the way my body looked. This is something that hurt. So I remember like I was training in the park and there was this guy who he was skinny as well, was on the skinnier side, and he looked at me and he was like, yo bro, how do you get this jacked? And I'm like, oh, I explained a few things on how I got jacked. And the guy was like, oh nah, it's because I'm an ectomorph. It's because I'm an ectomorph, I don't gain weight easily. I was just like, honestly, why are you guys just feeding yourself all these rubbish lies? Like, I do understand that there are some other types. However, like, honestly, I believe that you are not a victim. And I think that's the mindset you should operate on. Like, there is a mindset you should go into this that you can change your body. You don't believe what you see what you believe. So you need to believe, genuinely speaking, that you can change your body. I know that you've been fed the lies that, oh, you are too skinny. I remember there was one time I was growing so lean, my mom actually was calling me hammerhead of horror. It was pretty much only my head, just my head at one point, that was actually the base of my physique. And I know that they've been feeding you all these lies that, oh, you can't gain weight, this and that, this and that. But one thing I just have to tell you right here in this video is you are not a victim. In any way, shape, or form, you are not a victim. Stop the, I'm an ectomorph, I'm a mesomorph, I'm an endomorph. Stop all that rubbish. Like, just take all of that out of your mind and believe that you can genuinely change your physique. Believe that you genuinely deserve more. That's the reason why I'm making this video, because it is possible for you to actually lock in and get the body and the dream physique you actually really want. And with that said, let's progress. Because the moment I understood that it was just not my body that was broken, it was just pretty much I didn't have a structure, I didn't have a routine, I didn't have a system to actually get me the results that I actually wanted. I was just eating a lot, eating quote unquote a lot, because one thing I do understand that skinny guys do face is our hunger. We only eat when we're hungry. And I recently realized this one thing, that within this past week, I was barely tracking my macros. I was just eating only when I'm hungry. And that's one of the reasons why you are where you are right now. You are going based off on your vibes. That's what I was saying. Like, I understand that they fed you a lot of lies, but hey, I'm here to shift that. So hey, stick with me. All right, let's go. Come on, move. So one of the reasons that actually made me make this video in the first place is because I had one of my friends really complain to me that he cannot work out. So I went out for this event last weekend, and my friend was complaining bitterly that he cannot work out and eat at the same time. That really just clicked to me that a lot of guys are actually still struggling with the issue of moving from skinny to jacked, and that used to be me as well. And I genuinely feel like to some degree I'm like making this video for that young kid who was insecure, who did not like his body, who did not like his physique, who did not like the fact that I was not confident in my own skin. And I'm also making this video for those who genuinely want more. Like, I think that's something I always would say, like, I just wanted more. So every single time I was just trying, I would see people, I would see jacked guys, and I'm just like, how the heck do you guys look like this? So, and with that said, I'm literally going to be breaking down the whole system on how my physique actually transformed and how I actually made the shift from skinny to jacked. Let's run it. What actually changed for me to move from this skinny, unconfident kid right here to a guy who is more jacked, who is more confident in his body, more confident in his physique? Can't lie, has a little bit of body game, you get me. And one thing I would say is, while I've gotten leaner and jacked, lean is definitely law. The system I actually built were based off on these 4 pillars. So sleep, your nutrition, which will no longer be guessing, training, and consistency. Now, the moment you can lock in with these 4 things, I can assure you your life will change. That was the system. Like, these 4 pillars was what moved me from the skinny kid right here, insecure, unconfident. I didn't like who I saw in the mirror. This guy, bro. I'm genuinely glad I've made the change. So what I moved from here to here, it was pretty much based upon these 4 pillars. And now the first component is sleep. Sleep is not a reward for your hard work. It is a biological necessity. And the analogy that I really like here is training is like pressing safe. So when you train, I think every single guy who starts training thinks that training is actually what will get you every single thing. It's not just with only just training. Training is generally like pressing save. Sleep is exporting your muscles, exporting the file out. In as much as the gym is like 20%. What you do in the gym is genuinely like 20%. Everything else you do outside of the gym is what will actually give you the results. And sleep is so important. I cannot flog sleep enough. Some of you guys will be spending time scrolling on TikTok. One of the reasons why some of your progress is cooked, your skin is cooked, is because of lack of good sleep. Optimally, when you're training, you should get around 7 to 8, I would even say 9 hours sometimes. 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Allow your body to recover very, very well. Like, relax, like, allow your body to get that energy. When you go to the gym, you break down your muscles, and your muscles are made up of protein. You like literally lift weights that like you cause small tears, tiny tears in your muscles. When you sleep, you have the opportunity to actually repair those tears. So sleep is crucial and very vital for you to actually make progress. The next point is nutrition. So I feel like this is the point where every single person actually gets it wrong. So I'm gonna actually break it down. So it's not just only eating a lot. You have to eat correctly. And this is where you have to really understand the macros. Is what genuinely forms your physique. So you need to dial in on your protein, you need to dial in on your carbs, you need to also dial in on your fats as well. And with that said, the moment you understand that protein is what will build your muscle, so you need to get your weight. So right now I'm like, I think last time I checked, I should be like 82, 83 kilograms. So you need to convert that to pounds. When you convert that to pounds, I think that should be like 190. 190 pounds is what you're going to be eating as your protein. So you're going to be trying to aim for around, personally, on the app, I used to track my calories. I have like 190 grams. So that's 1 pound of protein per 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. However, you can also use a range that is 0.7 to 1 gram of protein. Hitting your protein for me has to be like a very, very important thing. Then the next thing would be your carbs. It depends on, since you are on the skinnier end, you definitely want to be lean bulking. So your carbs are very, very important. When you're cutting, it'll be a slightly different ballgame. You can either drop the carbs or you can drop the fats. For fats, I think you want around 0.3 grams. And technically, whenever you log your personal informations on these apps, they usually would just give you like the protein requirement you're supposed to have, and they would give you as well the fat requirement. I think I'm supposed to hit around like 90 grams of fats, and if I'm on a bulk, I'm supposed to have, I can't remember my carbs. I really can't remember my carbs, but like, you want to really, really hit your protein. Like for protein sources, for me, I'm going to give you the game right now. So I love my eggs. I eat 4 eggs a day. So eggs, tuna, chicken breast because it's leaner, is like 81% protein. I would also say mince meat. Mince meat is a little bit more fatty. If you can find yourself the leaner one, that's cool. I also would say I eat sausages, but the main ones would be the chicken breast, the eggs, the mince meat, tuna, mackerel. Then yeah, that's really my main protein sources. Then when it comes to like plant-based, I would say lentils, beans, and split peas. Those ones, like once you get those things right, if you like PB, cool, you can get like the powdered PB because it has lower calories. Then carbs, I don't think anybody would ever struggle with eating carbs. Carbs is all around us, so you can eat any form of carbs. Then fats, I would say you should aim for healthy fats. Healthy fats like your avocados, healthy fats like your peanuts, your nuts. You also get fats from like things like mince meat as well. You also get your fats from eggs as well. So with that said, understanding that you should be hitting your protein every single day. So that is gonna feel like a lot, especially when you first start, but progressively you should be fine. Then you go to your carbs and your fats. Now you need a training that works. Personally, I believe in consistency with regards to training. Like there were times where I was working and I was schooling and I was trying to build a lot of things. I would just train for 30 minutes some days. But the most important thing would be focusing on compound lifts. So regardless of whatever split, let's say you can go to the gym only 3 times, you can go to the gym 4 times or 5 times. I would say 5 and 6 should be when you're more consistent. But with regards to you like training, I would tell you, my guy, focus on compound lifts. For your upper chest, you need your incline always progressively overloading on your incline. So the stronger you get, always increase the weights. Make sure you're maintaining proper form. I feel like it's so easy. Like you can dial in the form for any exercise by just going on YouTube if you actually really want to change. And as I said, we do not operate on that victim mindset. And finally, boring beats complicated. If you can make your routine boring, cool. If you want to switch it up by like training like different styles like I do, I train like calisthenics and I also train weightlifting. I made a video for that. That's hybrid training. However, like all I'll just tell you is the consistency and the sustainability. I really like Zac Efron. Like the period where I actually watched this movie, I remember the name of the movie. Like the day I watched Baywatch, I was like, yeah, I can't live without muscles. So by the time you dial in your sleep for recovery, your nutrition, your training, by the time you dial in those things, I can't lie to you, it's only a matter of time. That really is it. It's only a matter of time. One thing I can assure you, like, is when you're actually listening to people who have the results and they're telling you, you really just need to just know that you don't need to give up. And the reason why you shouldn't give up is because the people who are telling you these things, they actually have the results. So you don't need to second guess yourself that, oh, maybe what I'm doing is not working. I'm gonna move into the next slide first before I continue my point. So that was one of the reasons why I personally remember investing into a mentor, because one of the reasons why I know that I personally could quit was because I could really look at certain areas of my training, maybe my diet, maybe my nutrition, maybe something was off, and I would feel like what I was doing wasn't right. So what I would just tell you pretty much would be, don't even think of quitting, especially when the person who was telling you, if I was some fat guy, if I was some still skinny guy without the results, cool, you don't need to listen to me. But I'm telling you, in fact, that the results speak for itself. And that's really what I'm trying to get you guys, the results, proof. Because the moment you have that proof, I believe that confidence is proof. It's not your eating or your metabolism that's the problem. It's just a structure, a routine, a genuine routine. If you are skinny right now, if you have, maybe you've tried so hard to actually transform your body, to transform your physique, and you have struggled so much, I would definitely tell you to book a call with the link. I'd love to hear from you. And maybe every single thing I've told you, you still feel like you can't still do this, but you want to change. You really want that more that I was speaking about. You want to prove people wrong. You want to show up for yourself in ways that you always really wanted. I'll tell you to book a call with the link, and therefore we can lock in and build you a system. You will no longer be skinny. in 2026. And I can assure you, if you don't even get the results that you want, I can guarantee you this one thing: we will work with you. I would work with you up until you get that results. And with that said, that's the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you got a game. All you really need to do is pretty much implement with the free game I've given. Let's run it. Make sure you stay locked in and stay on grind.